Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Dr. Priscilla Canales, Superintendent of Weslaco ISD, and Mrs. Yvette Morales, Principal of Weslaco High School, we would like to welcome you to the WHS 2020 Softball Parents Night. Tonight, we want to take the time to thank our Weslaco High School softball parents. Participating in a sport and maintaining passing grades is not an easy task. However, with parental and family support, our student athletes are successful. Behind the scenes of every successful student athlete is the support and love of a faithful parent. The accomplishments of Lady Panther softball are no different. Our program's success is the result of the dedication and commitment of the parents that sacrifice daily for the sake of their child and for the softball program. Without parental support, this program would not thrive. We would like to take a moment to thank all our parents for their love, dedication, and support throughout the softball season. Please join me in a well-deserved round of applause for all our Lady Panther softball parents. The varsity team is coached by Mario Rodriguez and is assisted by Mario Lasso and Cruz Morales. They currently have an overall record of 14 wins, 4 losses, and 1 tie. The varsity roster includes number 3, Caitlin Garcia. Caitlin is escorted by her parents, Mr. Rene Garcia and Mrs. Crystal Garcia. Number 5, Lexi Escamilla. Lexi is escorted by her parents, Alex and Sandy Escamilla. Number 7, Lily Torres. Lily is escorted by her parents, Armando and Magali Torres. Number 10, Stacy Bautista. Stacy is escorted by her mother, Mrs. Bautista. Number 11, Emily Luna. Emily is escorted by her mother, Marisol Luna, and sister, Abby Luna. Number 14, Lynn Garcia. Lynn is escorted by her mother, Perla Garcia. Number 16, Victoria Zuniga. Victoria is escorted by her mother, Lily Zuniga. Number 18, Julie Rodriguez. Julie is escorted by her parents, Melissa and Juan Rodriguez. Number 19, Marilyn Chavarria. Marilyn is escorted by her parents, Jose Luis and Marlene Chavarria. Number 20, Katia Reyes. Katia is escorted by her mother, Amy Reyes, and brother, EJ Reyes. Number 21, Madison Garcia. Madison is escorted by her father, Antonio Garcia. Number 25, Jordan Diaz. Jordan is escorted by her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Sergio Diaz. Number 27, Jules Garcia. Jules is escorted by her mother, Ronnie Garcia. Once again, on behalf of the entire Lady Panther softball program, we would like to thank all our parents for their love and support throughout the entire season. Thank you.
Well, good evening and welcome to the Lady Panthers softball field. Tonight, K-West bringing you the district home opener for your Lady Panthers. Want to thank K-West and all the crew for all that they're doing here tonight. We got Adrian De Leon running all the streaming and graphics, and of course our cameraman extraordinaire, Vinny Berry. Tonight, your Lady Panthers taking on the Edinburg Economedes Lady Jaguars. Lady Jaguars are head up by Coach Arciba. Lady Jaguars batting order, left fielder batting in the leadoff position, number 4, Vilma Delgadillo. Batting second, the catcher, Monica Molina. Batting third is going to be the pitcher, Ariana Reina. In the cleanup spot, the shortstop, Hope Gonzalez. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Ariana Tagle. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Elizabeth Carmona. In right field, batting seventh is Julissa Luna. At first base, batting in the 8th spot is Kimberly Tejerina. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Clarice Perez. Defensively for your Lady Panthers, who are hit up by Coach Rodriguez. In left field, Jordan Diaz. Center field, Caitlin Garcia. In right field is Julie Rodriguez. At third base is Marilyn Chavarria. At shortstop is Lexi Escamilla. Second base is Lily Torres. And at first, Lynn Garcia. Doing the catching tonight is Jules Garcia. And in the circle for your Lady Panthers tonight, Katia Reyes. Umpiring crew tonight, we've got Wayne Grigsby on the bases. And calling the balls and strikes tonight is going to be Hector Lopez. Looks like the ladies are ready, and we're just moments away from the first pitch here at Lady Panther Stadium. Lady Panthers have had a great non-district schedule and season this year. They've had some very competitive games, And they've also played in the Mission Tourney, the La Jolla Tournament, and in the Seguin Tournament just a couple of weeks ago. In Seguin, they went ahead and took that tournament, really played really well as they prepped their way for district play. And that first pitch catches the outside corner for strike number 1. So Katia coming out with a little changeup, catching the outside corner for called strike 1. Second pitch is swung on and fouled back for strike 2. So Reyes quickly ahead of the count on the leadoff batter, Vilma Delgadillo. Delgadillo steps out of the box. Back in. That one a little high and outside. Katia, of course, just a sophomore, but a lot of experience as she started as a freshman. So pretty sure she was trying to see if she could get Delgadillo to chase something. And this time she swings and misses, and that is the first out of the ball game. So Reyes records her first strikeout tonight. Faced one batter, retired one batter, and that's going to bring up the catcher, Monica Molina. Defense playing straight away. Wind blowing a little bit out towards the left field tonight. First pitch is swung on and fouled back for strike 1. Of course, we sprang forward this weekend, so the game starts off in the daylight. We will eventually have to turn on the lights. It's a little overcast here tonight. Cloudy as it's been all day, but great weather for some softball tonight. That pitch just a little low and outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on the batter, Monica Molina. Did get a little rain earlier, so the dust, for the most part, is settled tonight. It's not blowing around. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Swung on and missed for strike number 3. And Reyes retires the first 2 batters that she faces tonight via strikeouts. So with 2 outs, that's going to bring up the pitcher, Ariana Reina. First pitch is swung on and missed. Some heat from Katia Reyes. Reina just couldn't catch up to that one. Swung on and missed for strike 2 again. Katia Reyes with some high heat, and Reina chasing both those pitches and not able to catch up to them. So Reyes has been ahead of the count on all the batters she has faced thus far. Did she go around? Yes, she did. And Marilyn fires off to first to complete the play. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for your Lady Panthers. Katia Reyes strikes out the side. We head to the bottom of the first. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. Your Lady Panthers coming to bat. We are at Lady Panthers Softball Stadium tonight. Your Lady Panthers taking on the Lady Jaguars of Edinburg Economedes in the district home opener And a district opener, 31-6A for both ball clubs. Lady Panthers coming up to bat for the first time. Let's give you a run through the lineup. Leading off is going to be the right fielder, Julie Rodriguez. Batting second, Lily Torres. Batting third, Katia Reyes. In the cleanup spot is Stacy Bautista. Batting fifth, Jules Garcia. Batting sixth, Lynn Garcia. Batting seventh, Jordan Diaz. Batting eighth, Marilyn Chavarria. Batting ninth, Lexi Escamilla. And batting 10th is Caitlin Garcia. So the leadoff hitter tonight is going to be Julie Rodriguez. She is a .375 hitter on this Lady Panther ball club. So she steps into the box, and we're just about ready to get started here in the bottom of the first. First pitch misses inside and low for ball one. Ariana Reina is the pitcher for the Lady Jaguars. That one is swung on. Hopper to Hope Gonzalez's shortstop. Fired to first for out number one. So with one out, that'll bring up Lily Torres. Lily playing second base tonight for your Lady Panthers. Lily Torres, a .490 hitter. She also bats from the left side of the plate. One out here in the bottom of the first. Shows bunt, gets by her, strike one. Torres, a very swift runner. She gets on the bases, she's dangerous. That one is laid down, but it is foul, strike two. So she falls behind in the count, 0-2. So we'll see what Torres does here with 2 strikes. Will she stay with the bunt or will she swing away? That one is high and inside for ball one. So here comes the 1-2. That one taken high for ball two. The count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on the second baseman, Lily Torres. That one misses in the dirt. Count is now full. Lily Torres being very patient at the plate after falling behind 0-2, has seen 3 straight balls just go right by her. So here comes the payoff pitch. That one is high, and 4 straight balls puts her on first base. So the Lady Panthers have their first base runner in Lily Torres. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, Kat Reyes. Kat Reyes is a .368 hitter for your Lady Panthers. First pitch misses inside for ball one. Catcher Monica Molina looking over to first base as Lily Torres, as soon as the ball goes over the plate, makes her way down the line and pretty far out. Swung on and fouled out of play for strike one. So the count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Reyes. That one misses a little high for ball two. 2 balls and a strike is the count on Reyes. We do have Torres at first, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Still no score between the Lady Jaguars and your Lady Panthers. That one a little bit inside, gets away from the catcher, and Torres is off and on her way to second base. So now the count is 3 balls and a strike. After 2 pitches and retiring the leadoff batter, Reina struggled. Got to 3 balls on her last 2 batters. So here comes the 3-1. That one misses outside. Oh, they're going to say that one caught the corner. Little bit of a delayed call from the umpire. But Reyes knew it because she didn't make any move towards first base. So that'll bring up a full count on Reyes. With 1 out, Lee Torres at second. That one is fouled down the first base side of the field and makes its way out of play. Count remains full. Three balls, 2 strikes. Swung on, and it's a little bloop singer to right field, and that one drops for a base hit. Torres rounding third, and she hesitated not 1 iota and made her way across the plate for the first run of the ball game. So a single and an RBI for Reyes, and that's going to bring up Stacy Bautista. That's Reyes' 15th RBI of the year. Bautista, a .409 hitter. And there's no wonder why she's a cleanup. That first pitch misses for ball 1. So Lady Panthers up 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Still just 1 out. Swung on right at one hopper to the third baseman. She takes it, fires it to second to get Reyes. So a fielder's choice as Bautista gets to first. And that'll make it 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, and that's going to bring up Jules Garcia. Garcia, the catcher tonight, she's a .319 hitter. Swung on. That one does get by the third baseman. It gets by the left fielder. And Bautista, second, third, heading home, and Garcia's going to make her way into third. So we'll probably score that a base hit and a 2-base running error on the left fielder. So that's going to bring up the first baseman, Lynn Garcia. Lynn Garcia is a .333 hitter. So with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, Lady Panthers up by a score of 2-0. Some discussion being had on the field. Looks like we're back and ready for live action. We've got a courtesy runner at third base. That was the holdup. And that's going to be Emily Luna running for Jules Garcia. That one is inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes on the batter, Lynn Garcia. That one misses inside as well. The count is now 3 balls and no strikes on Garcia. That one catches the corner for strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Lady Panthers up 2-0. That one's in there for strike number 2. So the count is now full on Lynn Garcia. We do have a runner on third with 2 outs. That one misses inside, and Garcia is aboard base on balls. So with runners at the corners and 2 outs, that's going to bring up the left fielder, Jordan Diaz. And Garcia is going to take second base. Diaz, 0-1 to count. Swung on. That's a little base hit into the right center field gap. That one's going to make its way all the way to the fence, and that's going to be a stand-up triple for Diaz. And Diaz brings across 2 runs for your Lady Panthers. And that'll bring up Marilyn Chavarria. Jordan Diaz with RBIs number 10 and 11 on the year. So now the score is 4-0 in favor of your Lady Panthers. That pitch misses outside and high for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ball 2. Two balls and a strike. That one is high and outside for ball 3. Three one the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Lady Panthers up 4-0. And Chavarria is on board. And once again, we have runners at the corners. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Lexi Escamilla. Got a timeout on the field. Coach Arciba going to go talk things over with her pitcher, Ariana Reina. Reina retired the first batter on 2 pitches. Since then, has given up 3 hits and 2 walks. And 4 runs. So it looks like she's going to stick with Reina, trying to get her to calm things down. So again, that's going to bring up the freshman, the shortstop, Lexi Escamilla. She's a .326 hitter. That first pitch is high and outside for ball one. Swung on. Shortstop gets to it, but that's going to be a base hit. And that's going to be an RBI for her as Jordan Diaz comes in. But a great job there by Hope Gonzalez to keep that one in front of her because she had to really stretch things out to get there. And the runners will advance on a throwing error. So we head back to the top of the batting order, and it's going to be Julie Rodriguez as she started everything off earlier today. And that's a base hit to left field. And that's an RBI single for her. Chavarria comes across. Escamilla gets to third and holds. Lily Torres now at the plate, and Arciaba comes back out, and I think this is going to be it for Reina. Escamilla picks up RBI number 11 when she was at bat just a little while ago. Julie Rodriguez picks up RBI number 8. So great batting from your Lady Panthers, and we've got a pitching change. They're going to bring Ariana Tagle from second base into the circle, and they're going to move Ariana Reina to second base. So as we wait for her to warm up, we're going to go ahead and take a timeout. And we'll be right back with more Lady Panthers softball action right here on K-West.
Before Harlan Block raised the flag over Iwo Jima, he was a student at Weslaco ISD. There he played for the Panthers, won a championship, and learned some of the leadership skills he and 7 other students used while serving in the Marines. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prominent graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For war hero Harlan Block, Weslaco ISD was the right choice.
The unofficial line for Reina, as she faced 10 batters, she gave up 5 hits, 6 runs. One, if I'm not mistaken, was going to be unearned. So we're back to live action here at Lady Panthers softball field. Tagle is now on or in the circle for the Lady Jaguars. She's got runners at second and third, but those runners belong to Reina. Torres swings at the first pitch, misses for strike one. That one a little low and outside for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike on the batter, Torres. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Lady Panthers up 6-0. Bottom of the first is where we're at. That pitch misses as well. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to Torres. Swung on and fouled back to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lady Panthers explosive here in the bottom of the first. Have already plated 6 runners. That is high. And Torres is on board. So the bases are now loaded. We got Escamilla at third, Rodriguez at second, Torres at first, and that's going to bring up Kat Reyes. Reyes singled to right her first time up. Torres scoring on that single. Chance to add to her RBI total here with the bases being loaded. First pitch misses for ball 1. Thought about it. Did she go around? They're going to say yes. So a swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on the batter, Reyes. Swung on and fouled down the right field side. That bounces off the dugout and is just kind of in la-la land. Tijerina picks it up, brings it back into the field of play. One ball, 2 strikes on Reyes. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. Swung on and fouled out of play. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. So here comes the 1-2. That one is inside. The count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on the batter, Kat Reyes. Swung on. That's a bouncer up the middle. And the shortstop cannot get to it. And there are 2 runs that come across. And Reyes with a 2 RBI single. Torres will remain at second, but a very heads-up running by Rodriguez and Escamilla for runs 7 and 8. Reyes now has 17 RBIs on the year as those 2 runs do come across. Tori Zuniga will come out and run for Katia Reyes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Runners at first and second. And that's going to bring up Stacy Bautista. Bautista got on base via a fielder's choice and scored earlier in the first inning. And I say that because we are still in the first inning. This is the 13th batter the Lady Panthers have sent up to the plate tonight. First pitch misses inside, and that gets away from the catcher. And that's going to be a wild pitch. Runners will advance. Swung on. That one is going to drop for a base hit. And Bautista brings across 2 more Lady Panthers. And the score is now your Lady Panthers 10, the Lady Jaguars nothing. And we are in the bottom of the first still, and there are 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Jules Garcia. Stacy Bautista now has 15 RBIs on the year. And that first pitch misses for ball one. Batter number 14 of the inning. That pitch misses high for ball two. Garcia singled to left her first time up. This one down to right field. That's another base hit. Bautista around second, goes to third. And that is 8 hits for your Lady Panthers tonight. Emily Luna again comes out to run for Garcia, the catcher. And that'll bring up Lynn Garcia. Lynn Garcia walked and scored her first time up earlier in this inning. That one is hit hard to third base. Knocked down by Carmona. Bautista hustles home and scores. So Garcia with the hit, because that one was just struck really hard, and the official scorekeeper is saying that is a hit. So Garcia picks up an RBI tonight. That is her 9th RBI of the year. Infield comes in to have a talk with Tagle. We've got runners at first and second. Luna running for Garcia at second and Lynn Garcia at first. And that's going to bring up Jordan Diaz. Jordan Diaz with a big triple her first time up here in this inning. This one down to the shortstop. Shortstop has to cover a lot of ground, and she does and able to get to it, but just not in time as Garcia picks up her second hit of the inning. And now the bases are loaded for Marilyn Chavarria. Marilyn walked and scored her first time up. Has the bases loaded here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. That pitch is high for ball one. Swung on and missed for strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike on the batter, Marilyn Chavarria. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. That one inside for ball 2. Inside for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike on Chavarria. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. Swung on, down the third base line. That one stays fair, and Carmona snags it, touches the bag for out number 3. But in their half of the inning, the bottom half of the first, your Lady Panthers score 11 on 10 hits, 3 runners left on. We head to the second. Your Lady Panthers are up by a score of 11-0. We'll be right back.
Before Dania Pulido became an attorney, she was a student at Weslaco ISD. She was a member of the National Honor Society and a cheerleader. She earned her degree from St. Mary's University, then graduated from St. Mary's University School of Law. Now she is Dania Pulido, attorney at law for Texas Legal Services Center in Austin. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prestigious graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For Dania Pulido, Weslaco ISD was the right choice.
Lady Panthers Softball Stadium is where we are at tonight. Your Lady Panthers taking on the Lady Jaguars of Edinburg Economedes High School. We've played one here in Weslaco, and at the end of one, it is your Lady Panthers 11, the Lady Jaguars nothing. The Lady Jaguars are going to bring batters number 4, 5, and 6 in Hope Gonzalez, Ariana Tagle, who is now your pitcher, and Elizabeth Carmona, the third baseman. Katia Reyes in the top of the first, retired the first 3 batters, all on strikeouts. So this is just the 4th batter that she'll be facing tonight. We're going to say that one's just a bit inside for ball 1. Swung on and fouled back for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Hope Gonzalez. Swung on and fouled back for strike number 2. Got to see it. Took off her mask and just kind of had her glove out there. Never really saw where the ball went, and it just bounced right into her mitt. So ball and 2 strikes on the batter, Gonzalez. That one high for ball 2. And we've seen that from Reyes. When she gets ahead on the count, we see her throw something a little somewhere different to see if the batters will chase it. Swung on. First baseman charging down to come get that. And that is Lynn Garcia making the snag for out number 1. So that's going to bring up the pitcher, Ariana Tagle. First pitch missed. Oh, they're going to say that one is caught the corner. From where I'm at a weird angle. But the umpire, of course, is right above it. And that one catching the corner for strike 1. That one right over the plate. That's a no-doubter for strike 2. Nothing in 2 the count. Swung on and fouled back. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes on the batter, Ariana Tagle. And I can almost say for certain, I don't think Katia Reyes has been behind on any batter tonight. And that is strike number 3, a swing and a miss from Tagle. And that is the 4th strikeout for Reyes tonight. And that's going to bring up the third baseman, Elizabeth Carmona. Carmona's been busy there at third base. That hot corner, she's done a great job there. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. That one is a heater right across the plate for strike two. And I could hear the leather pop all the way up here. So nothing into the count on Carmona. Swing and a miss for strike number 3. Strikeout number 5 for Katia. And 1-2-3 inning again for your Lady Panthers. We've played 1.5 here at Lady Panthers Softball Stadium. And it's your Lady Panthers 11, the Lady Jaguars nothing. We'll be back with more Lady Panthers softball right here on K-West.
Weslaco ISD graduates receive more than $4 million in college scholarships, including dozens who will play college sports. More than 900 received a certification and are ready for the workforce or continuing their education. Over 400 honored graduates will have opportunities to study at top-tier universities. And we are proud of our scholars graduating from medical school, law school, business school, and Ivy League universities. Weslaco ISD, the right choice for high school and beyond.
Lady Panthers softball stadium's where we're at, getting ready for the bottom of the second inning. 11-0 Lady Panthers on top in this one. Escamilla, Rodriguez, and Torres coming up to bat for your Lady Panthers here in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch misses for ball one. Escamilla single and scored her first time up in the first inning. The only Lady Panther to not bat twice in that inning. That pitch misses as well. Ball two. Two balls, no strikes on Escamilla. That one is high for ball three. So Taglia falls behind early on the first batter. 3 balls and no strikes. And they're going to put Escamilla on first. 4 straight pitches. And that'll bring, we're going to have a pinch hitter. And pinch hitting for Julie Rodriguez is going to be Emily Luna. Emily Luna will be batting for the first time. So Luna, a lefty. We've mentioned her name a few times tonight as she went in to run for Bautista a couple of times. This time she comes in to bat. First pitch outside for ball one. That one is in there for strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike on Luna. Of Of course, we saw her older sister play many years here on this Lady Panther team, as Escamilla's as well. Escamilla had two older sisters play for the Lady Panthers for many, many years, even that team that went to the state finals. Luna takes that one for strike two. She was showing bunt, but brought the bat back, let it go, and now the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. That one is fouled off down the third base side of the field. Hit and run on as Escamilla was running. So the count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one misses. Count is now full. Escamilla takes second. Stolen base for her. And here comes the full count. That one is a wild pitch. Not sure what was going on there, or if the pitcher was maybe confused as far as what she wanted to throw, because it looked like she hung on to that ball just a fraction of a second too long, because that one really got away from her. So the first 2 runners are on via walks, and that's going to bring up Lily Torres. Lily Torres has walked twice here tonight. Showing bunt, but lets that one go by as that one was low and outside for ball 1. Luna takes second, and now we've got runners at second and third. That one is outside as well for ball 2. So Escamilla is at third. Luna is at second. Nobody out. And that's ball 3, and that's a wild pitch. And Escamilla head first into home for run number 12. Luna takes third. Three balls, no strikes, no outs. Again, a 4-pitch walk. And Torres is on board. So again, we've got runners at the corner. And that's going to bring up Kat Reyes. Reyes is 2 for 2 tonight. That pitch is inside for ball 1. Torres takes second. So runners at second and third, nobody out. That one is inside. That one gets by the catcher. And another head first slide, this time Luna, and she's in for the second run of this inning. Torres makes her way over to third. And the count is 2 balls and no strikes. Huddle at the mound with the pitcher, Tagle. Not sure what they're going to be discussing. But everybody heads back to their positions. Reyes back in the batter's box. 2 balls, no strikes. Shows bunt. Lets it go by, and the count is now 3 balls and no strikes. And I don't have an official pitch count, but I've got to say that's like ball number 12. That one misses inside, and that's the 4th straight walk awarded by the pitcher this inning. Caitlin Garcia, the flex player, will come into bat for Stacy Bautista, who is a designated player. So Caitlin, who's been playing center field, will now come into the batter's box. And we've got a pitching change. Hope Gonzalez will come from shortstop into the circle. Ariana Reina will go to shortstop. And I'm not sure where Tagle went. Tagle's at first base. Vilma Delgadillo will go to second base. So a lot of defensive changes for the Jaguars, and we'll try to get those for you when we come back. You're watching Lady Panther Softball right here on K-West.
Weslaco ISD now introducing all-day pre-K. Bring your children to Weslaco ISD for a fun and engaging learning experience, helping to create lifelong learners. At Weslaco ISD all-day pre-K, your kids become young scholars, taking part in leadership programs, learning about science and technology, introducing them to literacy so they love to read. Registration taking place now at Weslaco ISD, the right choice.
We're back to live action. Caitlin Garcia batting for your Lady Panthers. Strike one. She's a 250 hitter. Shows bunt, strike two. As we mentioned right before the break, she was playing center field, but Bautista was batting for her. That one misses inside for ball number one. 1 ball and 1 strike on the batter, Garcia. So here comes the 1-2. That one misses high and outside. That's a wild pitch. And Torres will come across for run number 14. Kat Reyes makes her way all the way to third base. So we've had 3 more runs come across here in the second and still no hits. And the count is now full. All the batters that have reached via walks, based on balls. Swung on and fouled back. The count remains full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Garcia. Hope Gonzalez in the circle for the Lady Jaguars. That one misses. And so Garcia is on base on balls. And that is the 5th straight walk issued here in the bottom of the 2nd for the Lady Jaguars. That's going to bring up Jules Garcia. Jules is 2 for 2 tonight. She's also scored. She scored once. She's got runners at 2nd and 3rd. Swung on, and they're going to say that's a foul ball. That was very close as Reyes got back on the bag. Remind you of tag when you're playing in the backyard or the playground where you find safety, whatever is the safety zone. And that's exactly what she did on that play. So no balls and a strike on Garcia. That is hit to center field. Back goes Pettis. It's over her head to the wall, and that's going to bring 2 across. So Jules Garcia with a double and 2 ribbies to up the score for your Lady Panthers. And now the score is 16-0. So now Jules Garcia ups her RBI total to 19 as she brings across 2. Madison Garcia is going to be pinch hitting for Lynn Garcia. So the umpiring crew making sure that coaching staff for the Lady Jaguars have the changes. So Lopez ready to get the mask on, get behind home plate, and get the action going again. Still no outs here in the bottom of the 2nd. Lady Panthers up 16-0. First pitch is in there and taken for strike 1. That one is high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Madison Garcia. Swung on. That one is down the first base side of the field, stays foul for strike 2. That one was hit well, just a little behind the pitch on that one. So the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on Garcia. Still no outs here in the bottom of the 2nd. High, count is even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one is inside. Count is now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes on the batter, Madison Garcia. This is Madison's first time at the plate tonight. Swung on. Snagged by Carmona. And not in time. So we're going to give her a hit, as the speed of Garcia is able to get her on. So we've got another pinch hitter tonight. Victoria Zuniga coming to bat for your Lady Panthers. Runners at the corner in Garcia and Garcia. Not sure if there's any relation there. I can tell you they're not sisters. But beyond that, I don't know if there's any relation. Bunt shown. Missed. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike on Tori Suniga. That one is outside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Outside for ball 3. Five straight walks and then a double and a single here in the bottom of the second for your Lady Panthers. And 5 runs have come across. That one is fouled back. Count is now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count. That one is high for ball 4. So now we've got the bases loaded for Marilyn Chavarria. Marilyn walked and scored her first time up. Fielder's choice grounded to third base her second time up as Carmona just picked it up and tagged third for the force out. Watches the first one go by for strike 1. And they're going to say that Jules Garcia left the bag early, and so we've got one out. That was a strike, right? Yes, strike 1. Swung on. It's a grounder to the shortstop. Shortstop tosses it to third for out number 2. So Chavarria gets on base. This time it's a fielder's choice. And that's going to bring up Lexi Escamilla. Escamilla is going to be the 10th batter of the inning. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. They brought 17 to the plate in the first inning. They've brought 10 to the plate here in the second. That one is a short grounder to the shortstop. They're going to say that's a foul ball. So strike 2. Nothing into the count on Lexi Escamilla. Escamilla single and scored her first time up, walked and scored her second time up, brought a couple of runs across to up her RBI total to 11 here tonight. And that's another hit by Escamilla. So once again, we've got the bases loaded. They're going to check the shortstop, Ariana Reynas. That ball was hit hard, but she did a great job keeping that in front of her. Got to give her credit for that one. So we've got Garcia at third, Chavarria at second, Escamilla at first. And that's going to bring up Emily Luna. Luna pinch hitting and probably even coming in for Julie Rodriguez. She walked and scored her first time up. She's got the bases loaded with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. We got Garcia at third. We've got Zuniga, who's replacing Diaz at third. Chavarria at second. Escamilla at first. Luna at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Trying to get things straight here as we've had several substitutions. That one is a wild pitch. And Zuniga comes across and scores. Just making sure that it wasn't going to be called an out. $17-0 is now your score. We're in the bottom of the second. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Strike 2. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one misses outside. Good job there by Molina to keep that one in front of her. And the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. And for the second time tonight, Luna is on board via a walk, and that's going to bring up Torres. Lily Torres has walked 3 times. She's been on board all 3 times and has scored all 3 times. She's got the bases loaded with 2 outs here in the second. And the runner at third leaves the base early, and she is out for out number 3. So we played 2 here at Lady Panthers softball field. Lady Panthers bring across 6 more runs in the second on 3 hits. Leave 2 on. We head to the third. Lady Panthers 17, Lady Jags 0. We'll be back with more softball action right here on K-West.
Before Christine McCleary was a physical therapist, she was an honor student at Weslaco ISD, played sports, and was a cheerleader. She graduated from Ohio State University, then physical therapy school at Texas State University. Now she is Dr. Christine McCleary at Triumph Therapy and part of the clinical faculty at UTRGV School of Medicine. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prestigious graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For Christine McCleary, WISD was the right choice.
Well, the Lady Panthers have scored 17 runs on 13 hits. Only 1 error on the Lady Jaguars tonight. I want to thank you if you're listening and watching live on Facebook Live. Lady Panthers Stadium is where we are at, getting ready to start the 3rd inning. Lady Panthers, Katia Reyes in the circle, struck out 5 so far tonight. She'll be facing batters 7, 8, and 9 in Julissa Luna, Kimberly Tijerina, and Clarice Perez. Has retired all and the first 6 batters that she has faced tonight. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Swung on. That's a short chopper to the pitcher, Reyes. She picks it up and fires it to first for out number 1. So 1 out, and that's going to bring up the first baseman, Kimberly Tijerina. Shows bunt, and that one gets by her for strike one. That one misses high and outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike on Tijerina. That one is bunted foul for strike two. One ball, 2 strikes on Tijerina. We've seen Reyes kind of go outside the strike zone when she gets ahead of the batters. So we'll see what she comes up with here. And that one is taken for called strike 3. Strikeout number 6 for Reyes. 2 outs here in the top of the third, and that's going to bring up Clarice Perez. And this out could do it for the ball game. First pitch catches the corner for strike one. That one misses outside for ball one. Fouled back for strike two. So here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike number 3. Reyes retires the side. It's another 1-2-3 inning for your Lady Panthers. The Lady Panthers saw 9 batters and retired 9 batters. No one reached first base tonight, and Reyes struck out 7. So the final score, your Lady Panthers 17, the Lady Jaguars 0. For K-West, we want to thank you for tuning in tonight. Adrian De Leon on the computer, all the graphics, and Vinny Berry on the camera. I am Joe Aguilar saying good night. Where once again, final score, your Lady Panthers 17, the Lady Jaguars 0. We'll be back, and we'll see you next time right here on K-West.